Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to WTOC. Giving you an update on the things that are happening right now. Georgia Senator Lester Jackson is sending a letter to the U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions asking for a federal investigation into officer-involved shooting death of Ricky Boyd. Now, the civil rights attorney, Will Claiborne, and Ricky Boyd's mother are expected to have a conference anytime soon. Are they live right now? Let's listen in right now.
Savannah is to release the body cam.
Yet again, here we are, calling on the city to simply do what's right. It's been 3 months and 2 days since Ricky Boyd was shot and killed by law enforcement in front of his grandmother and 4 siblings. This story is not going to go away. Ricky is not going away. The city of Savannah has one choice to make. Is it going to be honest with its citizens? Is it going to tell its citizens what happened on that morning and reveal the truth or not? We call on them again today to release the body cam footage. We will be tomorrow at City Hall. We are asking members of the community to show up, to wear red for Ricky at the City Council meeting at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. This morning, the Reverend Al Sharpton tweeted his support, calling on the city of Savannah to release the tape now. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution just published at about 1 o'clock today a lengthy investigative article talking about this case and quoting an expert. And the expert in police shootings said, "Smart leaders release the tape." And the question here is the city of Savannah going to do the smart thing, the honorable thing, and release this tape or not? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'll answer any questions that you may have at this time.
Senator Jackson calling on justice. Can you just talk about why, as a family attorney and the mother, why this is something you guys want?
The integrity of an investigation and the decision of whether or not to prosecute is vital. And quite frankly, it asks too much of local district attorneys to make a decision to prosecute officers that they rely on day in and day out for their testimony. We don't know the name of the officer who shot Ricky Boyd. They've withheld that information from us. But that officer's name is probably on who knows how many witness lists for the district attorney's office over there at the courthouse on Montgomery Street. To ask this district attorney to make a decision about prosecuting a witness whose testimony they rely on day in and day out, quite frankly, asks too much. We are honored that Senator Jackson has called for there to be a federal investigation. We think that that's the right thing to do. And we call on Meg Heap to voluntarily relinquish this investigation and to give it to the Department of Justice so that the community can begin to have some faith in this process.
Mr. Claiborne, Meg Heap's office, when we asked her about this, she said it's common practice across the state for DAs to investigate police-involved shootings. What would be your response to that, specific to this case?
It has been said by the White House that police shootings like this are local matters. But the question is, what's a family supposed to do when local authorities are lying? We know that from the very first statement that was made by interim chief revenue that he lied about what happened. Those lies have never been taken back. And to ask the Ricky Boyd family to trust local authorities in the face of those lies that are still out there is just really asking that family to do the impossible. We need a fair outside investigation of this case, and we're honored that Senator Jackson has called for that.
Now, we know that the video, that you've seen the video.
Yes.
And so, just so we can understand, so they did at least show it to you. Why do you think that they're not releasing it if it's at least been viewed?
Well, and quite frankly, the fact that they've showed it to the family, those would be the people who would be most interested in seeing that video held private. This is an incredibly painful video for family members to have to see their son shot down and killed by law enforcement. And the family is the one that wants this video to be released. The family wants the truth and the truth to be told. It's the city that's stopping that from happening. There are 5 individuals that were allowed to see that video, and all 5 of them have indicated that the video shows no firearm, no object, nothing that could look like an object, and nothing that was thrown. Keep in mind, the photograph that we have shows this gun lying on the ground 43 feet from where Ricky Boyd was shot. 43 feet away from his body.
How did that gun get there?
That's a great question for the city to answer.
And also, the police and the U.S. Marshals showed up in the first place in January to serve a warrant for an arrest. Did Ricky have anything to do with the Whitfield shooting?
The City of Savannah Police Department knows that Ricky Boyd did not commit the Hudson Hill homicide. They just need to be honest about it. This community needs to know that that's an open and active investigation, and this community needs to know that there is a murderer walking around free right now because the Savannah Police Department hasn't made an arrest in that case.
According to the family, the Boyd family, I know that they said that some of the people were actually on scene during that when the whole thing went down. Do you know how many of them were there and which ones they were?
When you say you're referring to the shooting on January the 23rd. Yes. Ricky was shot and killed in front of his grandmother and 4 of his siblings who ranged in age from 11 to 17. His special needs aunt was also inside the house at the time.
And what are the relatives saying that the police still haven't said?
That he had no gun in his hands. They could see plain as day. They knew when he walked out the door, and they saw that he had absolutely no gun.
You have not received an autopsy yet?
That's correct. We've received no information, no autopsy, no name of the officer who was involved in this shooting. We don't know if that individual is more than one individual who shot Ricky. We don't know how many times Ricky was shot. We don't know if the officer or officers are on administrative leave. We know nothing about their backgrounds. No information whatsoever from the city.
Ms. Boyd, why are you willing to take this to the national stage?
It's Miss Smiley.
I'm sorry, Ms. Smiley. Why are you willing to take this to a national audience and keep this going with your
Go ahead.
You can answer that.
Okay. Just to let the public know that my son did not commit these things that the city of Savannah is stating.
We want his name cleared.
That's
Ricky
right.
Boyd did not commit the Hudson Hill homicide. Ricky Boyd did not have a firearm in his hand when he exited the house on January 23rd. Ricky Boyd did not initiate gunfire. Ricky Boyd did not shoot the sergeant on scene that morning. All of these things have been said by the city of Savannah or by the interim police chief, and none of those things are true.
On the side of the protest tomorrow, is this just another effort from you guys to show the city that you're not stopping until they release that video?
We're giving the city every opportunity possible to do the right thing, and we hope that they will. I'll take one more question. And then.
Why do you think it is that they won't release the video?
It's a great question. Why won't they release the video? The people who'd be most emotionally hurt by that video being released are the ones begging for it to be released. Thank you all very much.